Right. Well, I think this is Scottish, you know. But I'm not quite sure. Because it's quite hard to do. I'm probably not getting it right. But I try, and I try and try. So, all I can do is my best. And I guess the next logical direction to take is the Irish accent, because the Irish accent is quite jolly, it's quite nice, it's quite lively, I think. It's absolutely fantastic, actually. It's absolutely...
Base memory displays the amount of base or conventional memory installed in the system. The value of the base memory is typically 512K for systems with 512K memory installed on the motherboard, or 640K for systems with 640K or more memory installed on the motherboard. Have a great night.
I thought that perhaps it would be interesting to do another page of the Pride and Prejudice in the Indian accent. It might add a little bit of twist, or flick, or pinch, or poke to the book, perhaps. Let us try and see. Page 2. Is that this design in the settling here? Design? Nonsense. How can you talk so? But it is very likely that he may fall in love with one of them, and therefore you must visit him as soon as he comes. I see no occasion for that. You and the girls may go, or you may go send them by themselves, which perhaps will be still better. For as you are handsome as any of them, Mr. Bingley may like you for the best of the party. My dear, you flatter me. I certainly have had my share of beauty, but I do not pretend to be anything extraordinary now. Extraordinary. When a woman has grown up, with very grown up daughters, she has to over thinking of her own beauty. In such cases, women has not often much beauty to think of. But, my dear, you must indeed go and see Mr. Bingley when he comes into the neighborhood. It is more than I'm grateful, I assure you. It is more than I'm grateful, I assure you. But consider your daughters, ne? Only think what an establishment it would be for one of them. Sir William Lady Lucas determined to go merely on that account. For in general, they visit no newcomers. Indeed, you must go, for it will be impossible for us to visit him if you do not. You are over scrumptious, surely. I dare say Mr. Bingley will be very glad to see you, and I will send a few lines by you to assure him of my hearty consent to his marrying whichever he chooses of the girls. Though I must throw in a good word for my little Lizzie. I desire you will do no such thing. Lizzie is not a bit better than the others, and I'm sure that she is not half so handsome as Jane. Your heart's so good and humorous, Lydia. But you are always giving her the preference.
They have none of them much to recommend them, replied he. They are all silly and ignorant like the other girls. But Lizzie has something of more quickness than her sisters. Mr. Bennet, how can you abuse her own children in such a way? You take delight in vexing me. You have no compassion for my poor nurse. You mistake me, my dear. I have high respect for your nurse. They are my old friends. I have heard you mention them with consideration these last 20 years at least. Ah, you do not know what I suffer, but I hope you will get over it. I live to see many young men of them, and 4,000 a year come to the neighbourhood.
じゃあ、それだけ。またね。